So we're heading up to Possum Kingdom. A friend had a lake house up there she was letting us use. And so it was Audrey and Lauren and little baby Reed and my in-laws, Mimi and Poppy. So we're all heading out. And about a day earlier, we noticed that Audrey's leg was turning red and starting to swell a little bit. We didn't know quite what it was. We had iced it and given her some ibuprofen. And we stopped at Racetrack right over here to get some gas. And as I'm filling up the gas, Mimi, a grandparent who should know better, walks over, looks at Audrey's leg and puts her hand on it. She's like, that's hot. And you could see that Audrey was having a little boil that started to form there. And so Linda said, as soon as we get there, we need to take her to the hospital. That's a boil. They're going to need to lance that in front of my 6-year-old. To which Audrey goes, what's lancing? To which Mimi seriously said, they're just going to have to cut it open a little bit, right? So for the next 3 hours, driving to Possum Kingdom, I'm here through tears and in agony. I don't want him to cut my leg. I don't want him to cut my leg. I don't want him to cut my leg. I can't get Coldplay loud enough. So then we get there. We go to the hospital in Possum Kingdom. And we walk in there. It was in Graham, I think. And the doctor looks at it and bless this guy's heart. He thinks he's speaking code. He's like, yeah, it's a boil. We're probably going to have to lance it. So if we were at DEFCON 10, which doesn't exist, we just went full on nuclear, okay? So now she knows they're about to cut my leg open. And she is freaking. And if you've got kids, I mean, arched back, turning red, head spinning around, pea soup, crazy. So the nurse tries to hold my 6-year-old down, and that did nothing but amplify it even more. Now she is, if you got a kid, you can feel it. She is freaking out, and I'm trying not to cry. And it becomes apparent that this sweet little country nurse is no match for my daughter. And so I had to put my knee on that bed, lay my chest across my daughter's stomach, put my forearm into her chest and shove her down and pin her there as she screamed and cried while they stuck a needle into her leg to numb it and then cut it open. And I'm freaking getting all teary, trying to go, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay, baby, I promise you. It'll be over in just a second. It'll be over in just a second. Will you hurry? It'll be over in just a second. And they wrapped it. She's got a great looking skinny leg. And what's happening in this text is we see of his own will he called us. He does not change his mind about us. And many of us today are being pinned down by our loving Father as he cuts out what will kill us if he does not. That is not cruel. That is loving.